Good morning, magandang umaga, and welcome to today's episode of My PI Dream. You see the avocado tree there. We need to get one of the avocados in the ground. Well, those avocado trees, I believe they grow huge. I think what we're going to try, we're going to put one in the ground somewhere around here, and we're going to keep pruning it down for a little while. And if it looks like it might become too unmanageable, then we will remove it. But remember, we have all these neat seedlings all around Bahikubo back here, and I'd like to get some of them in the ground. Also, at some point, we can't leave all these coconut seedlings. You remember I think we have 12 or 13 coconut seedlings back here, and we need to start pulling some of them out. And the ones that we do want to keep, we need to put them in the logical locations in the backyard. Not close to the house, not right up against the fence, but somewhere in the back that they'll actually look nice and won't be a threat or pose any problems with the coconuts falling later on. So anyway, for today we have 5 people that showed up this morning. Remember yesterday we had six people. We're down 1, and the one that we're down is our main. He is our main carpenter. I don't know where he's at today, and the crew are like, I think he said he has some business or something like that to attend to. You would think in the last few weeks of your build, you would not be reducing people, you would actually be adding people, because it's going to be very difficult to achieve all the objectives, all the to-do list items to be able to get done in 3 weeks. Our contractor is neglecting us, I believe, on that. Speaking of contractor obligations, I think we're going to talk a little bit about that a little bit later on inside today's episode. But we need to get today started because I have to run downtown. I have to get a deposit done on this cabinetry work, that custom cabinetry work that we're going to be doing up on a second story CR, and so they can start doing the construction of that and get that installed before the end of the month. So let's go ahead and get today started. So without further delay, let's get today's video underway. Getting done today is the grouting. We're doing the grouting of the great room and the hallway that goes to the bedrooms. All of this is done right now. Half of the great room is done, and they're working their way from the kitchen into the dining room. Once the dining room is done, we can move the dining room furniture from the sunroom over into the dining room and then work our way over into the sunroom. I'm excited about that. Remember, I've been waiting for grouting, and grouting doesn't take much. All this was done in part of the morning right here. Of course, grouting, you just have to wait for the grout to dry, and then you get the hazing off and the excess grout. But what I'm doing is, one of the things when they were doing touch-up, they removed our blinds. Remember our Korean blinds that were right here. So I'm going to work on getting that reinstalled, and then we'll kind of follow some of the other stuff that's going on today. Well, anyway, Ness was saying that we should leave these gaps open. It's like a zero grout line type of a tile-to-tile connection. And I said, well, even though they're so close, there's still area that things can get inside, and it's just like nasty things that get inside these tiles. Even if you have a 64th of an inch tile grout line, that's better than none at all, because what will happen is this if you do not put any grout inside your in between your tiles. So can you imagine that stuff lurking all the time, hidden in between all your tiles? And you would be constantly doing what these guys are doing right here and using a little tiny blade inside and cutting them out. So to avoid that, grout is a good idea. Well, let's look at what was done today on the front porch. Originally, the one carpenter that was working here this morning, he was working here and he put tiles down, then he removed tiles, then he put tiles down, and he removed tiles. I don't know what was going on. Then later on in the afternoon, the remaining carpenter that was on site, which is our Ading, which is our tiler more than carpentry work, he started working on this also after he finished working down in the basement, or at least stopped at a certain point in the basement, which we'll go down there and look what he was doing down there. Well, this is what he did today. He put in these 2 tiles and these 4 little non-slip edges on there. That's all that got done on the front porch here today, all day long. Let's go look down in the basement and see what was done in the basement area, which pretty much everything was done in the basement except for one surprise up inside the main house. We'll show you in just a minute. And today they completed this whole area right here for the trench, the emergency water drain trench on the inside, which means maybe, possibly, hopefully we will start working on this big trench out here. This is the main trench right here. It's covered now to keep a lot of the debris from all the construction and all the leaves from those mahogany trees across the street over there from getting down in it. We're going to have to come up with, when we put the galvanized grate inside there, we have to put some kind of screening or something underneath so we don't clog up that pipe inside there, because that one pipe that goes through there handles all the water for all the perforated pipes underneath here, behind a retaining wall, and some of the downspouts here. So we want to make sure that stays nice and clean and clear. I'm hoping they start on that very soon. I don't know if it will be tomorrow or Monday, because remember, tomorrow is supposed to be, the main emphasis is supposed to be on top of the retaining wall. We'll see about that. Inside the garage, you see those 2 doors, more and more sanding. 8 hours, well, I can't say 8 hours because they don't work 8 hours. However many hours they're here and being productive, all they did today on these 2 right here was lots and lots of sanding. You can see the residue still from all this sanding that they're doing on here. That's what was accomplished down on the basement area. Let's go up and onto the first floor, and I'll show you, surprise, surprise, some of the stuff they got done up there today. Inside here, inside the house, on the first floor, all this area, all is grouted now. Grouted all the way through the hallway, going to the bedrooms, kitchen, all grouted, dining room, all grouted, sunroom, not grouted yet, because we had all the furniture and the dining room table and everything in there. So, and this all has to be cleaned out here, and I would love for that to get done tomorrow, but I don't think the person who's doing the grouting is going to be here tomorrow. I think he will do that on Monday possibly. Or for some reason, no, I have to go and pick up it's like an exchange student, one of our friends. It's not an exchange student, it's one of these kind of things in Japan. When a young man graduates school, his mom and dad kind of send him out in the world to kind of experience things. We have some friends in Japan, and hi Yoko and Hide. Anyway, they're sending their son here, and we're going to pick him up tomorrow from the airport, and he's going to be spending a little bit of time with us. So we will have a 3rd person here inside Villa Feliz for at least a couple, 2 or 3 weeks as well, and that should be interesting. I don't know if he speaks much English. I don't speak much Japanese, but my wife lived 15 years in Japan, and she speaks fluent. She taught Japanese to people in Japan how to speak Tagalog, speak English, and things like that. So anyway, we have a guest coming starting tomorrow. I think that's about it for today. Now, oh, you did? I don't know. Did I show you this morning the doorknobs? Remember the doorknobs? I think I did. I might have showed you. I'm going to show you again just in case. Remember, I'm allowed to have these senior moments. So let's take a look at the doorknobs. Oh, I think I showed you these. I'm pretty sure I showed you all the doorknobs. We've got the doorknobs on the doors for the cabinets here. And this is in the hallway and inside the laundry room. What do you think of these? Remember those? We picked those up at CW. I think that was in Santa Rosa. So I like it. I actually went upstairs to the second floor, and I had some really beautiful ornamental doorknobs to go on the area for the breakfast nook. I brought the drill up there, I brought the measuring tape, I did all that stuff, but I got preoccupied down here with the grouting. I kind of helped the guys with some of the grouting and some of the cleanup of the grouting today. So that's what we did down here. Well, anyway, I have to go pick up Ness. She's in Robinson, and she went there today. Of course, our niece Minerva, she had a baby, what do they call it, baby shower. You remember Minerva, who we went to her wedding in Manila? Well, anyway, she's having a baby shower, and I wasn't able to go there because I'm here, but I sent Ness as the proxy for my position there today, and we did FaceTime. We got to talk with each other a bunch on that, her and her husband, Miguel. So she went there, and she has to do some shopping at Robinson, and she said she has a surprise. She said, don't close out today's video until let her be part of the closing today. So we're not going to close here. We're going to take a trip to Robinson. We'll meet up with Ness, and then we'll close for the evening. Well, anyway, here we are at Robinson, and I picked up Ness at the grocery store, and Ness and her sister over here. And this is what the surprise was. Check out the haircut. So anyway, we're going to close for today, and tomorrow's a new day. Tomorrow's going to be Sunday, and we will resume tomorrow's construction day. So until tomorrow, if you enjoyed today's video, give us a thumbs up, please share, and if you have not subscribed, just click on that little My PI Dream heart in the bottom right hand side of your screen. You'll be subscribed, and you'll be notified the next time we upload a new video. So until tomorrow, you have a wonderful and blessed weekend.